Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is the video review of Transformers Combiner Wars Menasor. This is all the Stunticons combined, and I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance if my voice sounds a little bit funny or if I cough. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so hopefully it clears up soon. But anyway, this is the final video concerning the Stunticons, unless I get blacked out. But yeah, you can see I've got them all here in their individual components, and I've got to combine them. But I've done some fan moding recently since the individual review. I'm going to start off with, sorry, this camera's sitting on the floor here. We'll start off with breakdown. And what I do is I just kind of bring this car front up, flip this up, so that's how you arms, I don't do anything to off-road. The arms, I do some serious fan loading. What I do here for dead end is I take this car bumper, and I flip it up, and then I kind of take this piece and rotate it. I take the windshield and I flip it up underneath, and I line all that up, and that's how I use him in arm mode. And I also do something to drag strip. What I do is I take these arms and bring them down like this, front of the car, and I rotate around like that. And I take these arms and bend them up to where they're supporting, like they're kind of hovering underneath that wheel. I kind of fold his head right there. So that's how I do drag strip with arms. They look better. It looks a little less bulky to me, so let's go ahead and combine the first one tape. So here's Motormaster, and I will say, he's got the hip ratchet upgrades already installed, so automatically he's going to be a little bit better than he would be stock. So, but before, I don't know if I showed this off really well in my review, but there's the chest piece. I don't really like it. I like this closed. It's just me. I think it looks better. But I'm going to go ahead and take the legs and break them. I'm going to go ahead and just snap it in there. You know how these combine ports work. That little peg slots in there. Nice and solid. So there's his legs. Here's how I put them on. There's that hole. So I take the combiner port, slip this down in there, like so. I close the fist over top, so it seals in there, and I flip this wing down. So that's how I seal it. Make sure the arm stays in there. Which is nice. I like that it kind of locks it in there. So then once again, and this is going to come loose. Take this, slide it down in there. Make sure all this is put back together. Close the little fist up and flip up the wind vane. And then there we have, if he'll stand up straight, I've done something to him now where he won't stand up right. There we have Menasor. He's going to lean back because all the combiners lean back. I don't know what the problem is, why they all lean back so much. But there we have Menasor in his combined mode. And I'm going to go ahead and, while I'm at a wide shot, move him over and compare him to Superion. Alright, let's see. I'm working with what I got. Forgive me. There they are together. You can see they look really good. Let me get, by the way, the gun and thing from Motormaster, the sword, it combines like this to give Menasor a huge sword. So, There's that. And you can see they look really good together. I like having them stand side by side. They just look cool together. It really makes me want to do Defensor, but I'm not sure if I'm going to. It just only time will tell, I guess, if I ended up getting one of them or not. I don't know. Whatever happens, happens. But they look good. You can see their proportions are obviously a lot different. Motormaster and his crew are a little bit more chunky, whereas I think Superion looks a little bit more super robot, and this looks just mean and huge. So I'll go ahead and get Superion out of there and focus in on the big guy himself. I don't know how much further. I think that's it. Posability wise, you got the same stuff. Obviously, this stuff moves around, but you got elbow or shoulder ratchets out, and all the elbow movement. He's very posable. But yeah, his arms are pretty much the same on the other side. Drag strip is no different than dead end. The one thing I will say about him is, I'm going to move these arms up out of the way, is his hips, in terms of articulation, are just weird. It's just the way they are. And now this is with the upgrade kit on them, but still, just the way that they bend and, you know, how they bend, it basically puts his leg, like, up in his armpit. It's weird. He doesn't look natural when he, you know, here's from the side. It just doesn't look natural the way his leg is. It's like his upper body is too, I don't know. It's like his legs are too long. His upper legs are too long, and he just looks weird and lanky. The articulation, it's further up than it should be. The point of articulation is, if it was down here, like if it bent right here, it would look a whole lot better. But because it's so high up, it's practically up here in his torso. It just gives him the look that he doesn't have a midsection, and it kind of sucks that that's the way it is for him. But aside from the legs, you know, and even the further out you go, it looks weird. I don't know. The way that the hips are done on this guy, proportionally, it looks weird. I don't know. He looks like his legs are literally attached to his nipples, and he just has no torso, which sucks. But I mean, when he's standing straight up, he looks fine, you know? I mean, and maybe that's what he was meant to be, as a display piece, not necessarily something that, you know, whatever. But just like with the aerial bots, I'm trying to think of where their guns are. I'm down here, like back behind the desk. There they are. Thank goodness I wouldn't have to get up. One more. There we go. Thank goodness all their weapons are right there. So how I put the weapons on them is I'll take Dead End's pipe and put it like right there. So he's kind of got an exhaust port right there. And I'll take Off-Road's axe and put it on Off-Road. I put the characters' weapons on the characters themselves because it works best. So that way he's got like a little hatchet on his boot. If he was in combat, I could see him reaching down and grabbing it. Break down his gun sword thingy. I stick it back here in one of the hand holes. So that way it's like back there on his leg is kind of some extra armor. And then, because of Drag Strip's frickin' awkward angled thingy, I usually just take it and stick it. I wish there was a place, really, to have it like right here, kind of like on Hound from the movie, so we could have it on his chest or have it somewhere where he could draw it like a little dagger. But because the way it is, I kind of just stick it back here on the back of Drag Strip's arm and kind of leave it. As if he wanted to reach back and grab a dagger, he could. So I kind of position the weapons in a way that make him look like he's more equipped. So there's the exhaust port right there, and it kind of blends in really well. There's the hatchet on his leg. There's the gun, and then on his back there's the little dagger. So he's kind of well equipped to fight. I just imagine him running through all kinds of weapons while fighting, just because he's big and mean. But yeah, he looks great. I really like the asymmetrical look, how he just has different colors all over the place. It just works. It works well. excuse me. He's a great figure, and I really like him. So, yeah, the Stunticons are cool. I would really like, if I had all the money in the world, I would really like to get the Protectobots, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. It may happen, it may not happen. I'm not making any promises, but, you know, we'll just see. Right now, they're really expensive to get them unless you find them in the store, and I haven't seen them in the store, so I'm not going to start buying them. I thought about buying Rook, but once you start, you know, you got to finish, so I'm just going to wait for a little bit and see, especially if Bruticus is coming out in 2016, I may just go ahead and get the Protectobots just to kind of have them. But anyway, thanks for viewing this video, and goodbye.